Hello, in this video I'll be showing you how you can easily add glow or shine to skin when it comes to Photoshop. So in this video you're going to be using 2 steps to adding skin glow or skin shine when it comes to Photoshop. And the very first step is going to be adding a foundation that is going to be global dodging and burning to this very image, and later on we can use that foundation of global dodging and burning to add skin glow or shine to this very image. And if at all you find the video helpful, simply hit the like button on this video because it helps you to push and comment this video and this channel to many people out there, and it's going to help the channel grow in the long run. So in order to do the dodging and burning, you're basically going to be using the curves adjustment layer. Remember, dodging and burning is basically enhancing the highlights and the shadows in the image. Sometimes during the retouching process, we tend to make the photos look a little bit flat. So you can see this is the image before retouching and after before retouching. So sometimes the image tends to look flat, and we're going to be using dodging and burning to bring back the original shape and the dimension to the model's face or to the model's body. So we're just going to come the curves adjustment layer. So come to adjustments, select curves, and you're going to click in the middle of the curves on the line and take it up and drag it up to brighten up the image. So with the layer mask is selected, press Ctrl I. You can use Command I to invert the effect. And remember, we just brightened, and you're going to name that dodge. Dodge is for highlights. I'm going to do the same for the darkening part. Click in the middle, turn it down, and press Ctrl I, or you can use Command I. And after inverting that, you're going to double click, rename that to burn. So I'm just going to name that to burn. So after creating the dodging and burning, you can either put it in a group by pressing Command and selecting both layers and dragging them and putting them in a group, and you can rename the group to dodge and burn. And after renaming the group, we are going to open the group once more, select the layer mask, make sure the layer mask is selected. Remember, dodging, we are going to use the brush to paint on the highlights, and burning, paint in the shadows of the skin of our subject. So we are going to come the brushes, right click and get the brush tool, and make sure the hardness is set to 0, soft round brush is selected, and the mode is normal. Opacity, you are going to be using a very low opacity of around 10% with a flow of 100%. So after doing that, make sure that you have black and white on these 2 color swatches, or you can reset by pressing D on the keyboard, or you can left click on the tiny swatches to reset this to black and white. So with white as the foreground color, we are simply going to start painting on the highlights of the image. Remember, we have selected the black layer mask, and we just want to reveal the brightening effect that was hidden behind the black layer mask. So I'm just going to paint on the areas I feel should be having highlights on the model's face. So I'll paint right there on the cheekbone, reduce on the size by using the box bracket keys on the keyboard, and I'll paint right there below her eyes. So this is more of contouring that makeup artists tend to do to their clients. So I'm just going to paint a little bit on the forehead area there. And after painting on every area that has highlights, you're just going to go to the second area, which is the burning, and you're also going to darken the parts of the image just like that. On her cheek area, you're also going to darken this area of her face, darken some part of the forehead. So you're basically painting on some areas to create this kind of 3-dimensional feel or look on the model's body, to bring back shape or dimension that could have been lost as a matter of editing the image. So you can see the before, after. And when you feel like the effect is not enough, you can as well come and paint once again over a given area to bring back more of that effect, especially onto the forehead area in this case. So you can see that you have created a foundation for the image or for the skin glow or skin shine. So if at all you want the effect to blend better into a skin, just come to where you see the properties of the mask and come. So if at all you can't locate properties, simply come to window and make sure properties is checked, and just come to the feathering and feather it in so that the effect can blend better into the skin and it can look natural. So you can say before and after. So if at all the effect is too much, you can come to the opacity and reduce the opacity to your liking, or come to the dodge and also reduce it so that it can look better and realistic, or you can even take down the overall opacity of the whole group. So right now I've created a foundation for the skin glow or skin shine, and right now remember we have not banned this area of the nose, so I'm just going to come and just burn this particular area on the model's nose, the dark area. So you can say before, after, before, after. So after you've created the foundation for the skin glow or skin shine, we are simply going to come and create one final curves adjustment layer. And after doing that, just come down here and click on this pointer and drag it towards the left hand side until when you feel like the highlights in the image are bright enough. Then double click on this layer. So just double click on it, and that is going to open up the layer style dialog box. So under this, make sure the blend if is set to gray and come to the underlying layer. Remember, right now the effect is affecting the overall image, and right now we only want the brightest areas of the skin to be selected. So come to the underlying layer. You can see this triangle and left click on it and drag it towards the right hand side, meaning you are going to be taking the effect from affecting the shadow area and the midtones of the image. So just drag it up and stop at the point whereby only the highlights on the skin are going to be affected. So right now the highlights are being affected, but this looks a little bit harsh for our liking. So in order to make or fine tune and make this better, hold down the option key on the keyboard. If at all you're using Mac, then for Windows it is alternate. So hold down the alternate key on the keyboard and left click on this right hand pointer to split it so that the effect can blend well or even better into the skin. So you can even split this even more towards the left hand side. So after doing that, just come and click on OK. Select the white layer mask and press Ctrl I, or you can use Command I, so that the effect is inverted. So just come and get the brush tool, and with the opacity and flat 100%, white as the foreground color, I'm just going to come and start painting on only the brightest areas or the highlights of the image. So you can see by just doing this, we are making the skin glow or shine on the model's face. So I'm just going to paint on only the areas that I want to have this nice and beautiful skin glow or skin shine. So you can even paint on the lips if at all you want the lips to be affected. So I'll just paint just like that. Forehead, I'll not paint on the nose because the nose is already having this rich highlight. But if at all I want to paint on the nose, I'll just use a very low opacity brush and paint on the nose. So right now we just want the effect to blend well into the image. Just come to feathering and create a smoothing effect so that it can be feathered well into the skin. So you can see the before, after, before, after. So when you find that the effect is too much, always come to the opacity right here and take down the opacity so that the effect is not looking unnatural and unrealistic. So you can say before, after, before, after. So you can even put this in a group and see the overall before and after, and the image has been transformed to look better and more realistic. So this is how I can easily add shape or dimension and skin glow to your photos when it comes to Photoshop. And if at all you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to like the video and don't forget to subscribe if at all you have been watching and you are not a subscriber to this channel. Ronix from Ronix Photography. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in yet more videos on this channel. Don't forget to keep practicing and also keep creating.